In this episode, we're going to talk about safe spaces and giving ourselves permission to feel bad. Stick around. Now, before we go any further, I want to talk about safe spaces and creating a safe space for yourself, because we're going to start dealing with the subconscious. And the subconscious is definitely not a prim and proper place, okay? While your manners do exist inside your subconscious, and no, don't put your elbows up on the table when you're eating, and don't pick your nose on camera, like, well, I won't do that for you. Those sorts of manners, they live in the subconscious, but so do the curse words, so do the inappropriate things, so do everything else. So we're gonna delve into the subconscious, and it's not gonna be pretty at times. Times it'll be very pretty, and I assure you, you are very lovely on the inside. Do not, okay. But you'll also find times when you're gonna find some crap, you're gonna find some manure, you're gonna find some crud. And that's okay, because we have the tools to clean that up, okay? So I want you to be careful not to stifle your creativity, stifle your process by demanding yourself to be in proper manners. When we're doing these processes, I want you to give yourself permission to curse occasionally. I know some of you don't care about cursing and it's like no big deal, but there are people that really hurts them deep inside. And I want you to give yourself permission that that's okay, because sometimes you need to express it, okay? Sometimes a curse word is the best thing you can say. Give yourself permission to feel bad, because this isn't going to be super pleasant at all times. The end result is fantastic. Believe me, you'll be a lot better off. You'll have your emotions. You'll ride your emotions better. They will not ride you. This is a very valuable experience and a process to go through, but it's going to take some time. And you have to go through the cruddy parts first in order to get to the good parts, okay? So you're going to have some bad experiences, or negative experiences, or not unpleasant experiences, okay? I don't want you to get off the idea that this is going to be, just a cakewalk. It's going to take some effort, but it's worth it, because you get to freedom out of this, okay? We're after freedom here, and that's the important part. When some really negative emotions show up, like if I ever start to cry when I'm doing this process, that's a really good sign. Now, I know most of you are going to think of, if you're crying, that's a very negative experience, and yes, it is, especially if you're crying over very painful things, then yeah, we would all consider that to be not the awesomest. However, if you're crying because you're remembering some painful experiences in your life, write those down. Okay? Let me say that again. Write them down. If we're not doing the techniques when we're there, write them down, because they are super important to your subconscious and they are a source of your pain. Okay? So keep a journal. Keep a journal of the bad things that keep happening in your life. Start to look for the patterns. This is like one of the few times that someone says, hey, focus on the negative instead of the positive, right? I know it's a little bit weird and it sounds weird, but we're not going to do this for the rest of our lives. We're doing it for now. It's like when we weed a garden, we focus on the weeds. We're going to yank those weeds. We're not going to focus on weeds for the rest of our life. We're just doing it right now. We just got to pick out those weeds out of the garden so we have a beautiful garden. Okay? That's what we're after. Okay, I just wanted to give us all a chance to give ourselves some space and say it's okay to feel bad. It's okay to feel these negative emotions. Write them down if you feel them, especially if there's a memory that comes up with them. Write it down. That becomes invaluable later. Those are the best. All right. Okay, so next time we'll start talking about the subconscious and where all these beliefs live, and it's going to be really exciting. You're going to want to stick around. Stay with me, and I'll see you then.